In Porto Alegre, Brazil, 1863, a former police inspector named José Ramos and his partner Catarina Pals began luring vulnerable immigrant men into a house on Rua do Arvoredo. Carlos Klausner was a German immigrant who owned a butcher shop behind the Nossa Senhora das Dores church at Rua de Ponte. He would join in as well. After choosing a victim, they preferred German immigrants, since Pals didn't speak Portuguese. Pals seduced them and made appointments at Beco de Opera, now Rua Uruguay. She lured them to Ramos's house, where the victims had their belongings stolen, and they themselves were later beheaded, dismembered, and their skins stripped. The meat was later ground into sausages and sold at Klausner's butcher shop. According to testimonies from the time, Klausner had suggested to Ramos that they do this to cover up any evidence. The bones would be dissolved in acid or incinerated in the butcher shop. Although the exact number of victims remains a mystery, it has been suggested that at least 6 men fell prey to the killers in this fashion. Eventually, the disappearances of these people pointed at our trio. The police decided to search their houses. There were various indicators that people had been killed in the house, most damning of which were personal possessions belonging to the victims, which Ramos had kept as souvenirs. During the search, several pieces of decomposing human body parts were found buried in the basement. Pals decided to confess that 6 men had been killed in the house, and that Carlos Klausner later turned the victims' bodies into sausages. Her diary would later become the starting point for investigating the other murders. José Ramos was convicted and was sentenced to death by hanging, which was later commuted to life imprisonment. Pals was sentenced to 13 years imprisonment, which she served. Klausner, who planned to flee to Uruguay because he claimed to be unhappy living in Porto Alegre. Thus, Ramos, fearing that his partner might tell the police, killed him and hid the body in his backyard.